trying to figure out this life and work out a way to live it in a way that feels aligned to me. And it's not easy. Like, it's really hard when you have voices in your head that are probably the voices of your loved ones that have expectations, and you think there is a certain way that things are meant to be, and the way you think and the way you want to live your life doesn't necessarily align with all of those around you. And I know that the way I live doesn't, and it's really hard to embody that, and I have to kind of shut off the external noise and just kind of create my own path, the wilder path, ironically. But how that looks right now is, obviously, we're in a new area, the other side of the country to where I've lived before. And as I grow my business and what I want that to look like to be able to live the life I want to be living, there's also a space in where I have to find alternate work. And I've come to a stage in my life where I really can't do jobs that don't align with me. Like, if I don't believe in what they're doing and what they're selling, I can't work for them. Like, it just doesn't feel right in my body. And as somebody who has suffered so many burnouts, like a 2-year cycle for probably the last 20 years, I would say, of burnout from working in jobs that weren't meant for me, but I didn't know better because I didn't have the level of awareness that I needed to know better. And even now that I've got better awareness around it, it's still happened. Most recently, I took a job that was meant to be easier and, a slower pace, well, not necessarily slower pace. It was a barista at a small cafe, and it was meant to just be, you go in, you do your job, you go home, you leave the job at work. But I am somebody that just gives it my all. Like, I give it 110%, and I invest so much into it. And when it doesn't go smoothly or people don't show up and meet you where you're at, it's really hard. Like, I really struggle because I want the best for the businesses that I'm working in, and I want to provide the best service. And when the whole team doesn't meet you there, and it just feels off. And so again, that was my most recent job, which finished up in July because I was going to the UK for a family holiday, which, yes, was amazing. So privileged. But came back and ended up in hospital. And that's like the third time that I have got burnt out to the stage of having to be hospitalized, and I had to have surgery. And yeah, that's happened multiple times, different areas of the body, different ailments every time, but always just manifesting in the body. And I don't want to live my life like that anymore. It doesn't feel right. I've known it for so long. Like, that's why I left the corporate world, because I knew that I didn't want to kill myself working. Like, that, it's just not living. It's just working to make somebody else richer. And when it doesn't align, it just feels even harder. So I've known it for a long time, but I think when you get a chance to have a fresh start again, you have to really take it on board, what you've learned. And so obviously I'm trying to look for work at the moment to have on the side as I grow things. I'm hoping to be able to provide more content here and to be able to monetize that. And you're really along for the journey if you're here watching. Like, I'm just trying to figure this all out and hopefully make money on it and share wisdom and inspire others to be able to live a life that isn't what society has deemed acceptable and what we've been taught is the right way to live life. So yeah, if you're watching, let's see if I can figure it out. Hopefully in a few years' time you're still watching and you're like, she really made it work. She really got it going. So yeah, while I try to grow this, I'm also working on a business, which is something I'm really passionate about. Cacao. I love cacao so much. So it'll be part of the Wilder Path. It'll just be like a product for the Wilder Path. So I'm in the stages of sourcing. So I'm trying to source from Ecuador. In Australia, there's a lot of cacao from Peru. That's kind of the main place, whereas I want to have a point of difference. And yes, I'm trying to source organic cacao from Ecuador, which isn't as easy as it sounds. Probably doesn't even sound that easy. So I'm just emailing a lot of suppliers and spend quite a few hours throughout the week reaching out to suppliers and reaching out to them, so far with no success. So if anyone knows of an organic cacao grower in Ecuador, hook me up. I want to be able to provide, I want to be able to provide the information of where it's come from. I want to have that connection of I know that this grew on this farm, and everyone's being treated really fairly in that work environment, and they have a good, healthy work environment. And I don't want to just have a product, and I really want it to be organic because organic is important to me. And I love cacao. I've used it for years. I've wanted to have my own cacao business for such a long time. And I know I could have started 6 years ago when I wanted to start it, and I would have been ahead of the game because everyone seems to be sourcing cacao these days. But I've got to trust in my own journey, and that this is where I'm at now. And also, I'm at a stage where it's you kind of just have to keep going. I remember I tried probably 5-6 years ago now, and got to this same stage and was just I can't do this. I can't find anyone. And so I just gave up. So I think it's about persevering and trusting that if it's meant to work out, it's going to work out. So that is part of the journey. And then, part of it is trying to find income to help sustain life while that happens. My partner and I are in a stage of our life where we are both really trying to grow our wealth, and that looks like, we want to start investing. We both haven't invested before. We're saving money and we're going to invest it into shares, and we've got a safety net set up, and we're doing all the right things. I've done a lot of research around finances, and I want us to be in a really healthy place. And I want to have a life where our money is working for us so that we don't have to work out, all the time and be completely exhausted and burn out and do jobs that we don't want to be doing. If our money is working for us, then that will allow us to have more free time. And if you've seen any finance video, they will tell you that to get ahead, you have to make money on your money. You can't just sit there in savings because it's just going to depreciate. So we're in this space of wanting to invest, and I want to be able to contribute more to that, growing this channel and working on the cacao business. And there's so many other ideas that I have as well. I wanted to have my own range of wool and stuff, but I think I need to just kind of work on executing one and making it happen and being able to invest in that. And I do want to make, eventually, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I want to have things that are making money just while I'm sleeping, which is another finance thing that everyone tells you, is you want to make something, create something once, and then be able to sell it multiple times. So that's something I want to focus on too down the track. So I don't want to work for somebody else so much that I don't have any energy to do these videos and to reach out to suppliers and to figure out my cacao business. I have applied for another job, which does feel very aligned, but it is working for a farm, an organic farm, which grows all herbs for a business in the city here, which is it's like a clinic, and they have Chinese medicine doctors, naturopaths, all these different alternative therapies there. And this farm provides all the plants and everything to it. So the job would be working on the farm. And I come from a farming background. I've grew up on a farm. I farm every time I go back home. I just spent 2 months driving a tractor, doing sheep work on my family farm. So I know how to farm. It's in my blood. So that does feel aligned. And herbs, really love herbs. Basically, whenever somebody's sick around me, I always work out the natural remedy for them before going to your mainstream medicine and get them to try that first. And it's just been a way that I've lived for so long now. And I love drinking teas and trying to figure out which teas are gonna give me the nutrients and the energy that I need depending on where I'm at in my life. And so I feel like that job feels very aligned. I haven't actually even told my partner what the job is. Pretty sure he's not gonna watch this because I think he only watched the first video out of support, but he'll like it. So I think, I just want to keep putting energy into what feels right for me so that I can live this life that feels aligned. I want to wake up with energy and love what I'm doing and feel like I'm making a difference in the world for people. And I don't think that looks like working for somebody else for me. It could for you if that feels aligned, but it doesn't for me long term. And I've mentioned this before, but health is my number one value. Like, it's so important to me. So I think doing anything around health, which cacao is amazing for your health. There's so many health benefits, but I can do a whole nother video on that. I think I just wanted to share where I'm at in my journey. It's the beginning, the middle, it's right in the middle, I'd say, because I am doing it. It's just hard, and I do feel exhausted right now in life. We did do this massive big move, and yes, I'm not working a lot, but there's been a lot of decision making and just stress in life from trying to live it day to day, and I actively really try to work on that because I know it's not healthy for me. I would love it if you'd subscribe, please, and leave a comment. If you know any cacao suppliers, let me know. That would be amazing. And yeah, if you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Looks at the stats show that most people drop off after the first few minutes. So if you're still here, give me a like. Thank you. And let me know that you're still here. And I hope that this jumble of words brings some little nugget of wisdom to your life, or something that you need to hear right now. So